Okay, today we're working in the Camaro, the 97. I didn't feel like messing with the 98. Occasionally, the radio stops working, and at the same time, the power windows will not go up or down. The problem is the BCM has, from what I understand, cold solder joints. So right now we got the tools that I'm going to need mainly to get the BCM out, and then we're going to go inside and search for the solder. All right, so first things first, we have to remove this panel that is extremely dirty from under the dashboard so that we can access, which, you know what, I'll just show you right here. Go ahead and get this stuff and then take what we're looking for right here is this, the body control module off this Camaro. And I think the only reason I needed to take that bottom piece off is because the wiring harness right there. And the control module sits in this housing right here. And if you didn't know, there's a tab right there where behind on this side. Pull it really well and you'll be able to free the body control module. It just that tab keeps it in place. So now we're going to go ahead and remove these two plugs right here. All right, so now we have the BCM here, and what we're going to do is we're going to take these two halves apart. And where was it? There they are, these two tabs right here, which almost looks like it's halfway taken apart. So anyway, lift those tabs up, and now we have the BCM of the 4th generation Camaro exposed. What we're going to do is carefully take it out of its home here, because we want to see the other side of this board, because there's supposedly 5 solder joints that go bad over time. And that's what causes your radio, and if you have power windows, to go bad. So let me get a magnifying glass here real quick and we'll get a better look. Alright, so I found the problem, and I'm going to carefully do my best to point at it. It is when they say, look at these, there's 5 pins on this whole board. When you're facing the board this way with the pins facing up, in the upper right hand corner you have 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Well, number 5 right here, I don't know how well you can see it. Let's see what I can do. The solder joint has failed, and it's got gaps all around it. Okay, I don't know how well you can see that, but right there, that is the solder joint that failed. That is the one that we are going to go ahead and fix right now. Alright, went ahead and kind of got myself set up here. I got my solder sucker here so that I can take all the old solder off of there when it gets heated up, so that we can go ahead and put new good solder in place. So once the gun gets up to the soldering iron, we now have getting up to temperature, we will go ahead and get that solder joint fixed. Alright, with the job complete, we can now go ahead and put this BCM back in its home carefully. We don't want to break what we just fixed, or break this BCM period, because these things are expensive. So alright, what is she stuck on? Right there, we go, in place. Now let's make sure these tabs are down and over. And oh, I guess it's not supposed to close completely. That is completely open, probably so that if there's any heat in there, it gets up and out, which makes sense. So, all right, BCM for the Camaro is now back. what we're going to do is go out now and take it and install it back into the car. All right, so here we are back in the hot Camaro. Even though it is only, and I say this, hi Gizmo. Hi, I need you to move. Okay, well, if you're each gonna lay there, let me have my parts. You good? No, you're not gonna stay there? Well, I'm gonna need you to move, my friend. I need you to move. Look, all these people right here. Look, all these people right here. Yes, them. They're waiting for you to move so that I can get this installed. Can I do that? Okay. So you gonna stay right there? Okay. All right. So anyway, as you see, I do talk to my doggy, and he loves it. We are going to go ahead and reinstall these pieces where they belong. There's 1, 2, 3 plugs down right there. All right, so now what we're going to do is go ahead and put the key in the car, turn it on, and of course it still acts up. So what we're going to do now is give it a quick old shake test, abuse it, turn it around, and as we see, the radio, the radio doesn't work. The speakers aren't in the car. I took them out because I drive the 98 daily. Well, anyway, so what I'm at least looking at, because at least the lights will kick on and off occasionally whenever it feels like it. So I can sit there and move this thing as much as I want to now, and that solder joint is keeping intact. Window rolls up and down. Actually now, because of that, that's interesting. Yeah, I know the tent looks like crap, but this window rolls down much faster than it did before. Oh, bonus. So we got that fixed, we got it in place, we verified that the car still operates, at least. And like I said, I guess the better solder connection, better for the windows. That is, I'm telling you, that's a lot faster. It used to creep down on very, very slowly. So it looks like that could have fixed 3 things. A slow motor, that if the motor isn't going bad, your power windows stop working and your radio stops working intermittently. That's one thing you might want to look at. So I'm going to go ahead and reinstall this BCM now. Have a fun enjoyment with me discussing whether with this guy here, whether we're going to go for a ride or not. But I'll be back in the next video. Hopefully I'll be doing the 98 Camaros. It has the same issue, fixing it, and then we'll go from there. Thanks y'all. See you later.